ask of us here the same high standard of strength and sacrifice which we ask of you. With a good
all we say to America is be true to what you said on paper.
Cody Robert Judy. The Manning Report. I must say that we're broadcasting from the community formerly known as Harlem, but the name of this community has been changed to Otla. Let me say once again, whatever your dream, vision, purpose, goal for life is, don't quit, don't give up. It's too soon to quit. And if you promise not to quit, then all things are possible to you if you will only believe, and if you don't quit, you will find a way.
Above my door, I'm in love and always will be.
All right, look alive, everybody. We're back. You've got the Manning Report. I've got a call on the line. Let me pick up this call. Hello, caller. You've got the Manning Report. Hello. You've got the Manning Report.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
This is Cody Robert Judy.
How you doing? I'm sorry that we ran past your time, Cody Robert Judy. How are you doing? Long time no talk to.
That's right. That's good to hear your voice.
Yeah, I'm very sorry that we missed your time cue. But now I wanted to talk to you because I've been seeing that you're making a bid now for the president's office of the United States of America. Is that right?
Yes, that is right. I think he's a Democrat.
Running as a Democrat.
That's right. taking Obama on in a direct way.
Well, could you tell us a little bit about your campaign and, what's happening and, that kind of a thing?
Is that a little bit better?
Sounds a little bit better, yeah. Sounds better, much better, yes. Go ahead now. All right, okay, so you were talking to us about your campaign. You're running as a Democrat.
Yes. I'm registered in the Federal Election Commission, and the name of the campaign is the Cody Robert Judy for President 2012 U.S. Eligibility Campaign.
Sounds like a great title.
I hope that sounds like something that's going to challenge Obama.
Well, it sounds good to me. That's what all of them should be doing. You ought to pass that around to all the rest of them out there running, especially that crowd of GOP people, the Republicans, conservative, Tea Party crowd, including Ron Paul.
That's exactly right. I was really disappointed when Ron Paul said he considered the eligibility issue to be a distraction.
Yeah.
And I have to ask every single Republican and Democrat out there, as well as independents, if they really believe that all the identity problems that Obama has is rooted in benevolence or patriotism, then they're just completely out of their mind. And I believe the birther movement is bigger than the Tea Party movement. So my quest really is to bring together Republicans, conservative Democrats, independents under a big tent that really is got the United States Constitution at the center.
Well, you made an interesting point there about the birther movement being larger than the Tea Party movement, and it is. There's no doubt about that. The problem is that the birther movement doesn't have any money or don't have any visibility. Like, for instance, Fox News got behind the Tea Party, and the Koch brothers got behind the Tea Party, gave them unlimited resources, and they've got unlimited press. And but if the birther movement had that kind of power, we shut America down in a heartbeat. America was stopping one day if the birthers had that kind of power.
That's right. I was thinking the other day what an amazing thing the internet is, and the problem that poses Obama is our ability to be able to chat to one another and spread the word through our blogs, our internet service, programs like yours, blog radio, Tea Party Radio's got a new station up there, and I hope that everybody in the sound of our voice gives our campaign a chance. And if I could mention my website real quick,
please do.
People
Yeah,
can
go
log
ahead.
on or remember that.
Please mention your website. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's www.codyjudy.us. So it's not .com, it's .us. That's the end of it.
Okay.
They can also log on to my YouTube station, which is just CODE, and then the number 4, and then PRES, code 4 Prez.
Okay. All right. Well, now we say that one more time, Cody, because some people are a little slow on writing. One more time. Give all that information one more time.
You betcha. The website is www.codyjudy.us. The YouTube station is code 4 Prez. Yeah, code and the number 4.
Prez.
And then Prez, P-R-E-S.
Right, President.
And then they can also get to my blog is codyjudy.blogspot.com.
Okay. All right. Very well. All right. Well, listen, I'm going to post this up on our website, on our Facebook, on our, everywhere we can post it up. I need to let people know that you participated with us back in 2010 during the CIA Columbia Obama Sedition and Treason trial. You were a star witness in that trial and testified.
Well, I appreciate that opportunity. As far as I know, that is exactly as it's promoted to be, the trial of the millennium, Pastor Manning, and I certainly believe it is so. And if people haven't ever thought of the idea that I was the first presidential candidate to actually testify under oath against another presidential candidate.
That's true. That is absolutely true. And you gave critical evidence as well on several major issues. Resolution 511 was one, Obama's, John McCain's birthplace, and what was going on back in 2008. You elevated
exactly
that.
Right. A lot of people don't understand why all the Republican candidates are keeping their mouths shut. And they have to go back to the origins of this debate, where Americans painted themselves into, or the GOP candidates painted themselves into a corner.
They did.
With Senate Resolution 511. But if we can get the cat out of the bag and unite as birthers under the birther movement, you're doggone, you better believe that the Republicans and Democrats in the Congress and in the Senate are going to start taking notes. That's why it's so important, because the tip of the spear here is that I do represent the eligibility and the qualification matters of the U.S. Supreme Court. If I am accused of racism, boy, I can say, you know what? It's not racist. It's a constitutional issue. I sued John McCain.
That's right. You certainly did. You certainly did. The thing of it is that they're very arrogant, though, now these days, and they think that they have swept this matter under the rug and that we don't have the power to do anything about it. They become very, very arrogant. And
that is very true. And I consider that arrogance to be building their house on a house of sand.
Well, you got that right. That's a perfect metaphor and example of what they're doing, because it's going to crumble. It just is. Something like this can never be completely swept away. And there are just too many people in America that know about it. And they right now they're calling all the shots. They're doing it very arrogantly, very dishonestly, but they're building on sand. They are building their house on sand, and it will crumble.
Well, that's certainly one thing that's true and common among all of us. I believe that Americans do love the Constitution. I love the Constitution. I've always said it runs through my veins. That's why I do what I do. And one thing is for sure, the networks in their hard up grasp for dollars. They don't resist our dollars as far as the birther movement is concerned. When we raise dollars and we're able to campaign and show our TV commercials and radio commercials to inform more people, I think we'll have something just the same as Donald Trump had, just revisited.
Well, I'm convinced of this, that your campaign, obviously, people are watching you, they're listening to what you have to say, And I want to congratulate you for stepping out to do this, obviously, because it just brings more light to what's being said. They'll probably never allow you on to any of the debates, but you never know. There's a long time between here and November, Brother Judy, and I'm sure you know that. And
I just want to make sure that everybody knows and understands, too, that I, as running as a Democrat, I'm looking for the Democrat primaries to open up and have a debate directly with Obama. I'm not expected to be invited to the GOP debates. That's the grand old party, the Republicans' point. We are running the primaries in the Democrat primary, and we hope to be able to debate Obama before the Iowa primaries.
Well, whether or not that's going to happen, I mean, I'm not saying it isn't going to happen. I'm certainly not wanting to throw cold water on that. There was talk about a month ago about, a Democratic challenger to Obama. They tried to push Hillary up. She backed away from that, so that's as far as she could possibly back away from it.
I don't think it's backed as far away as everybody may think.
You don't
there's possibilities that Obama may pull out of this race, and the Democratic Party may see, especially with the light shining on my campaign, that Obama is a dead horse and risking the destruction of the whole Democratic Party. They have got to draft a candidate at the National Convention.
Well, Cody, listen, we're out of time. Again, I want to apologize for stepping on your time today. We got to take a break, and then we got to go into another segment.
Well, I sure appreciate the opportunity to be on your show, and thank you for having me, Dr. Manning.
And we're going to have you back again and again and again. We are.
I appreciate that.
So just stay in touch with us, and we'll just keep, as events develop in your campaign, give me a call, let me know, and we'll talk about it here on the air.
My best wishes to you and the Atla Church.
God bless you, sir. Thank you so very much for all your efforts. Thank you for what you do for our nation. Thank you for
China or even Russia or any totalitarian country. Maybe I could understand some of these illegal injunctions. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they haven't committed themselves to that over there. Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
The presence of Martin Luther King Jr. is as relevant as ever. A spectacular monument combining trees, stone and water has been erected in Washington, D.C.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
I'm Cody Robert Judy, and I'm running for president.